Nick, 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 Nick.
Welcome to the Daily Grow with myself, Todd Locks, and my semi-okay-ish host, Nick Dar. What's up, buddy? Happy freaking, what day is it?
It's Tuesday. Hey, welcome back to town. Good to be back.
What do you think?
Yeah.
No, like we said the other day, traveling makes you appreciate home, and home makes you appreciate traveling. So yes, I wish I was. I'll be here about 5 minutes, and I wish I was back. But yeah, it's good to get home, get back to routine.
It's warmer, I guess.
Out in Colorado, when it's colder, it still feels warmer. It's just the sun. There's something about it. You know what I'm saying? I would have never stood outside and done these shows at home.
Yeah. It's a dry cold. I don't know. Is that?
I don't know what. Maybe I'm just happy to be away. I don't freaking know. Maybe,
right. Yeah.
maybe it's the alcohol.
Everything's better when you're away, and yeah.
It's the alcohol warming my body. So
Sure.
You told me it's a slow news day. Sometimes we like to do Tuesday news day. You told me it was a slow news day, and I just took your word for it. So we're gonna do get to know the semi-okay-ish host, Nick Dar. Hence, I was playing the little Nick song as we came in, and we're calling this the Tonic 7 Tuesday. That's if you put Todd and Nick together, and it's
see what we did there.
Yeah. Wow, we are some creative geniuses. And so I'm gonna ask you seven questions today, and you have no idea what the questions are, right?
I got to give credit real quick. Tonic, it was the idea of actually a friend of mine named Katie Wickhorse. So I don't want to steal credit for her idea. So she posted that on Facebook as a possible.
Katie who? We don't know what. Anyway. All right, brother. You ready for these questions? Now,
let's do it.
The first question is it has several parts, but it's just a general information about you. Your name, where you're from, your occupation, married, kids.
All right. Name, Nick Dar. I am grew up in
nailed it.
Thank you. No, 1 for 1. Grew up in East Alton / Rosewood Heights area. Wood River High School graduate. Occupation, I own a media company. That sounds weird to say still. I just bought it in June. So
my God.
Yeah, I don't know how it's pretty crazy that was allowed to happen.
Yeah.
I have been married to my wife Sheila for 22 years now. We have
Sheila.
Kids. Yeah, I know, right? She has put up with a lot. We've got 4 kids: Trenton, Madeline, Caden, and Emma.
Awesome. Gonna stay on the easy. We can stay on the easy road here.
I've got those. It's like the ACT. I got the name right, so there's like 3 points, I think.
Yes, I'm shocked by that. What's your favorite? Number 2. What's your favorite color, Nick?
Blue.
Blue. Any special reason?
I'm a Cubs fan.
Oh God, man! Quit bringing that up. The ratings are low anyway.
You see this sign here? They won the World Series in 2016. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Okay, as a kid, Nick, little Nicky. Did they call you Nicky? Did they call you little Nicky?
I really hated being called Nicky, so yeah.
Anyway, Nicky, so as a kid, what was your dream job? What did little Nicky want to be when he was young?
That's an easy one too. I wanted to be a professional baseball player. That was what I was going to be. And then I still believed that until like maybe a year ago or so.
We all do, don't we?
I still thought it was going to happen. And then I turned 45. I was like, there's not a lot of 45-years in the major league. So it's probably not going to happen.
I still think I'm going to get taller, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, me too. But not growing past 5'9". I feel like I'm going the other way now.
Yeah. What's kind of your philosophy on life? What do you creed do you live by?
Oh man.
You can take this several directions, whatever fits you best.
It's really evolved a lot over the years, and probably people that knew me when I was younger would say, what? But it's really evolved into trying to serve others the best way I possibly can, whether that's my family, my friends, our employees, our listeners, our advertisers, our clients, just trying to find ways to serve the community and my smaller knit community, my nuclear family, and then expand out upon that. I think I've been given a lot of opportunities to be able to do that, and I hope I've been able to have some small impact by doing that.
I love that. It makes you feel good too, doesn't it? To serve. When you start to mature in your age and you find that serving others makes you feel good, it's a great feeling, isn't it?
It is. You kind of realize that, most of the time, I've kind of come to realize that I'm not perfect in this by any means, but usually when I'm upset or frustrated or in a bad mood, it's for selfish reasons because something's not going my way.
Right.
So usually, like I've learned a pretty quick way to turn that around is to start focusing on other people and how I can be of service to them.
That's awesome. I don't know if you're a reader, but what's your favorite book? You can do fiction or nonfiction, or you can do one of each.
My favorite book right now is a book called The Score Takes Care of Itself, which is a book, kind of a business / sports book about Bill Walsh, the former head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. And I'm really fascinated by how detail oriented he was, how he really cared about every small thing. I mean, he's a football coach for the 49ers. They won a ton of games. They won Super Bowls. And like he was even involved in how the phones got answered at 49ers headquarters. So it's kind of a good blueprint for how every little detail really does matter. And it's kind of those little details added up that lead to, bigger success, I think.
Gotcha. That's good. He was back in the days like Roger Craig, Jerry Rice.
Yeah, back in the 80s, right? Yeah. I'm an 80s kid, I guess. So,
yeah. Why don't you have your readers on there, 80s, Nick?
Yeah. I'm glad you're not texting me these questions. I'd have to.
What is, and this is a tough question to do, but I'm doing it. What are you most proud of about yourself?
I think probably I feel like I've been a pretty good dad. That's maybe a cliched answer, but there's really nothing more important to me than being a good parent to my 4 kids. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that. So they might disagree sometimes, but I think
usually if at a young age, if they disagree, then you're probably doing it right. Right. Now, if you got older, that's a different story. But when you're younger, if they don't think you're doing a good job, you probably are.
But I'm also proud of how they've turned out. So they're good kids. And so
what's their ages again? I'm sorry.
22, 19, 13, and 11. So all across the board. And it's funny. We went to see Jim Gaffigan Saturday night, and he talked about how it's God's joke that when your kids become teenagers, that you think you're doing a pretty good job as a parent, right? Well, let me just show you this. And you're like, we have no idea what we're doing, but
right.
We've tried hard.
And this is question number 7 already. Who would play you in a movie? If they did a movie about your life, about the big media conglomerate, Nick Dar, who would play you in that movie?
Well, obviously he's got to be a good-looking cat. I mean, that's probably right.
That would be the dramatization of the movie.
Oh shoot, I have no idea, man. Who would be a good me? Oh man, that's a really hard role to play. That's for sure. So, oh gosh, I don't know. You got any ideas?
I don't. This is your question, bud.
It is. Yeah.
This is your question.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass on that one. Can I pass?
So we did 7 questions about your life, and you flunked one of them.
I flunked one. How about this? Leave a comment in the Facebook feed who you think should play me.
Who would play Nick Dar in a movie? And I'll tell you what, we're gonna continue this assignment tomorrow. You need to come up with someone.
I'll have an answer. I'll have a great answer for you tomorrow.
Ask Mrs. Dar. Ask the 22-year-old kid, the 19, and go on down. Let them all pick someone.
Maybe one of the 3 or 4 people that watch this show would have an idea. So
I wish my mom knew. She could say. We always said one of the things we're going to do on the show periodically is give a 7-second shout out. I want to give a quick shout out. Right now we're doing our Thanksgiving, this Thanksgiving fundraiser that we always do for our raising money for underprivileged kids go shopping with a cop. And a lot of businesses always step up and help. And I'm just going to throw one out quick today. Brian Seitz of Seitz and Sons stepped up. He always does. He steps up a lot by helping us, like building our obstacle course here care for kids, and just he stepped up with a big donation this weekend, and it made me feel good. So I want to give Brian Sights of Sights and Sons a big shout out.
Awesome job, Brian. We'll talk more about that later on in the week. On Thursday, you're going to be in studio, and we'll have more details about that program coming up.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening, and thank you to continue to grow with us.
Talk to you tomorrow.
See you, Nick.